somebody come get their family member.
That's right.
Following me.
That's right.
Yep. Bye.
That's right.
You're not getting in my car.
Look.
You tripping. You tripping. Don't. You're not getting in my car.
Camera. Look, wait.
Unlock my door,
Wait.
but you rushed to my passenger. You're not getting in my car.
Put
Sorry.
me on camera first.
Yep. I don't care. So you following me around my car. I'm trying to get in. He ran straight to the passenger side. Can you get away from my door so I can get in my car though? I'll delete it as soon as I see you start walking that way. Because for my safety, you just followed me around this store and then you following me to my car. So actually, I'm going to go back to the store because you're out of line right now.
Let's walk back to the store.
And you're not going to...
You can delete the camera.
First of all...
Delete that shit.
You're going to get away from me.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
I'm waiting for you to delete that shit. You're not about to make no money off of me, cuz.
Ain't nobody making no money. First of all, do it look like I need to make some money off you?
Yes.
No, I don't. Look like you need to make some money off of me. No, it's not. That's why you...
want to help me? You black people. Man, come on. Delete that shit. Hurry up, cuz.
Can y'all call 911? Can y'all call 911? This guy just followed me around the store. And he just... And he tried to follow me to my car and get in my car.
So you all have just seen how you had a black lady. She's trying to head to her car, whatnot. And then there's a black dude that she does not know who followed her from said grocery store to her car. And she's trying to unlock her car. And he's on the passenger side like, yeah, we getting in. And she's like, yo, what's going on? What you doing? We are not a thing. You go over there. I'm leaving. Okay. And he's doing all his stuff and all that. Y'all, you know, I mean, and this is one of the things about being a woman. Because a man would not do this to another man. Okay. You just would not be doing this to another man. Because y'all be too scared to. But because we're women, you're like, oh, you guys are weaker and da-da-da. Let's go and take advantage of you any step, any chance that we can get. And if y'all getting mad, you're probably the reason. Okay. So let's continue though. But in this video, okay, people were saying in the comments, people are like, oh, but she was smiling though. Well, people do things. People have different nervous things that they do. Okay. One would be smiling, okay? Like, I remember I would be up in a grocery store or whatever, and there would be the dude, I don't know. And then, you know, he'd be like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, hi, I'm good. You know, still checking. Okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to finish what I came here to do, not be bothered with you, okay? And then he, you know, he'll continue the conversation or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, can you leave me alone? You know what I mean? So people do the nervous laugh. I do it. Okay. I have this weird thing where I also start fiddling with my fingers, my hands, and I just start doing all this stuff. And it just is what it is. Okay. So I thought part of this was nervous laughter. Reason why I'm saying part of it is we're going to continue on the rest of that later. But I felt like, yes, that was just a nervous laughter. It was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I don't know you, dude, because you don't want to tick somebody off even more. Okay, because you have a lot of these weirdos out here who they think that because you have a vagina that now they own you, just because they think that they now own you and they could take advantage of you because they're them and you're you. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things also to kind of like be friendly and be like, okay, let's not try to set this off. You know what I mean? Same reason why if someone pulls a gun out on you, you've seen it in the movies and all this other stuff. Like, oh man, come on. Are you really going to shoot me? They're not laughing at the situation like, oh man, come on, you're funny, you're a jokester. It's like, let me try to defuse the situation so this mother doesn't kill me. You know what I mean? So I get where she was coming from in that retrospect. Now, people said this is why you need to be keeping, you know, your Big Deborah with you. You know what I mean? Now, if you know how to use a force multiplier, okay, I don't know why I said that multiplier, but if you know how to use one, then use one. You know what I mean? Have one in your purse, have one on your person, whether you have it in your purse, whether you have like one of those belts or whatever the case may be with that. All right. Now, if you don't know how to use one, Don't just be buying one and you don't know how to use it and the thing get jammed and you're like, Then he unjams it and he uses it on you somehow. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things. You're going to get it. You got to get the training for it. Something that's a little easier, but not as stoppable is pepper spray. Okay. I've seen Texas street fights. Okay. And these cops was spraying with pepper spray and these people are like animals. They're fighting through that stuff. So you got to use it with caution. And using it with caution will also be your surroundings, which we'll get to that. But yeah, people are saying get the force multiplier or get the pepper spray. Okay. I'm an advocate, big advocate for the pepper spray. I'm actually looking, I got a Sabre, but I'm actually looking for like a better brand if there's one. But people said this one works very well. Obviously, I haven't tested it on myself, but from other people who said that they have tested it, like one guy in the comments, he said that he let his wife spray it in his eyes and stuff like that just to see like, okay, and he's also in the military, so he has done it before, and then he said, yeah, this works. So maybe that's another thing. Now we're gonna get, so that was all the stuff that happened in the video. Now we're gonna get into some stuff that I disagree with that happened in the video. Okay, so she later says in that second cut in the video, okay, she later goes and says that he was following her around the store, and now she's at her car and he's trying to follow me. I mean, he's trying to get in my car. So here's the thing about that. If you've seen that this man was following you around in said store, let me see if I can get that pop to be just a little bit louder. Okay. If you see that he was following you around the store, why did you leave that store? And of course, this is not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming him. Okay. But if you see that someone is following you around the store, I guess my question is, why did you leave? Wouldn't it have made sense to stay in said store? Because what I was thinking was like, okay, he probably got your plates. He got your model number. He got your make of your car. He could probably somehow figure out where you live, especially since he knows what your car looks like and what you look like. You know what I mean? It's like, I personally would not have done that just because I don't want you seeing what my car looks like, getting my plates down so next time you see me, you can roll up on me. I don't want you doing that. And also, by not going to your car, you wouldn't have had to deal with the whole, he's trying to get in my car right now, because he wouldn't even know where your car is. You know what I mean? So there's that. Also, another thing, she should have called the cops. Either call the cops or have an employee, security, or loss prevention. Okay, you should have had somebody call the cops for you. I understand you wanted to record, 100% cool, but you should have had somebody else call the cops for you in the store. And then what also kind of got me was she was like, oh, can someone call 911 because this guy followed me around in the store and oh yeah, and he's following me to my car. And it's like, yo, what? One, that's the bystander effect. When you tell someone, you just scream out, hey, can somebody do this? And then nobody does it because everyone thinking the next person gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's why you have to designate, like, hey, can you call the cops? Hey, this guy's following me. He was following me in the store. He was following me. But she had that long pause as she's walking. I'm like, are you serious? Like, are we going to... No, we're going to take all day. We're going to have a whole mile and a half before the next part of the sentence goes. No, so get your message out, get it out quickly. And you should have called him while you were in the store and not let this fool come all the way over here. Okay. For me, when I go grocery shopping or whatever, I park far away. Okay. There's also a reason why I do it. I don't just park far away just for whatever. I do it for one, so I get my steps in. And I also do it because if someone's following me, for example, let's say you followed me out the store or whatever. Hey, ain't nobody else parking over here like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got some other kind of individuals, but no one else is coming over here. So if I see you coming, I have enough time. Okay, if I'm walking 3 minutes and you're right behind me and I stop and you're stopping, I'm doing a about face back in that store. You know what I mean? So that's also another thing. And her car was far away for you to see, okay, he's following me. He came out the store at the same exact time. Yo, are you out? What are you doing? Oh man, I just want to get your number. Nah, we cool. Because from where her store was, it's not like she parked right in front of the store. It didn't look like that. It seemed like the store was all the way over here and she was all the way over here. And she had a little bit of walking to do. You know what I mean? Where it may have been like 1 minute to the car. But even in that 1 minute, you could see if someone's following you, like, okay, he's following me in the store and now he's coming out here. Let me go back in the store. Let me go and get someone to call the cops. That's what I thought really should have happened. I also didn't like the fact that she was playing musical chairs with the stalker. He's over here. Alex, we're talking about musical chairs, okay? But she gets on her driver's side. He's on the passenger side. And then y'all walking around the car and y'all doing all this other stuff. And I'm like, and also, if you really wanted to, she would have had to be quick, which I also kind of would not advise, would be to take your actual key out. If she's not just using the fob, take your key out. But you got to put it in there really quick, do this, and then close the door really quick. And by that time, he may already be in your car. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things. That's why it's like you should never have even gone to your car. But another part, and this could be like a controversial kind of opinion that's going on, but it kind of came off like she was okay with some of the attention that she was getting. You know what I mean? Kind of came off because it was just like the way it was like a, and this goes into like the where I said part of it is a nervous laughter and the other part we'll get to later. This is later. Where it kind of seemed like she was a little okay with the attention, like, oh, and then when he started like really acting crazy, following her, you know, maybe around the store, it was like a, you know, blackpeoplemeet.com kind of thing going on. But once he got out of the store and started following her, it was like, okay, this is serious. This ain't funny anymore, you know. But I'm not saying she's wrong for that, but I'm just saying that right there could have been like a little, you know, in all realness, you should have just cut it off right there and be like, I'm not interested. And once he, like I said, you cut that stuff off at the store. Okay. And if he keeps following you around the store after you said that, yo, loss prevention, whatever, dude, this guy's following me. Okay. Now, do they have this in the store? I don't know. I don't even know what store this was in that they were in. But that's something that I personally would have done. I would have been like, yo, can you, whatever, you know, at least at the grocery store that I go to, there's a loss prevention guy right there by the door. So if I seen something, I'd be like, yo, and there's employees scattered around. So I'd be like, yo, is your loss prevention person here or whatever? Or, hey, could you help me? This guy's stalking me up in here. You know? So that's what I would have done. But another part about it that kind of bothered me too was the fact that she didn't really get a clear shot of this dude. Now you may say, well, Alex, we seen him. He's a tall black man. Michael Jordan is a tall black man. You know what I mean? You didn't really get, at least for me, okay, and I had my glasses on, but I didn't really get a really clear image of this guy, especially since he had a baseball cap and the brim was creating a shadow on his face. And he's dark skinned on top of that. So I couldn't really see what his facial features looked like. I could see her perfectly clear because homegirl, she had her phone. She's like, yes, you know, yeah, can you believe this? This guy's over here stalking me. And look at this. And yeah, girl, can you believe that he's doing this? And girl, get off the phone. I don't need to see your face. Okay, first time. Yeah, can you believe he's stalking me? Okay, we're going to flip it to you. And then now I'm going to record you like that. That's what should have been happening. I didn't need to see you the whole time. I didn't need to see you. I need to see a clear video, clear image of him. Now we got the AI stuff, so they may be able to zoom it in and do like how they do in NCIS or something. But right here, this stuff did not. I was like, well, if you had 5 people in lineup, I couldn't even pick out which one he was because I couldn't see it that well. You know, maybe y'all did, but I couldn't see it that well. Felt like she was more focused on herself, going like, yeah, girl, can you believe this? And look at this dude right here. Yeah, but you're taking up 80% of the view. And then some of it, when you had it flipped, he right here, and you got the camera all the way over here. Well, I need to see homeboy, right? But I was just like, okay, what's up with that? But also another thing that bothered me was interesting. It was expected though. Homeboy, he gonna get mad man, turn that camera off. Turn it off. I don't care anything about these people. I could buy you. And that's what it seemed like he was insinuating, like I could purchase you. And she was like, I don't need your help. And he was like, oh, I'm going to get you or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And then he said, that's the problem with y'all black people. And I'm thinking, I didn't hear black women. I just heard black people. And I'm thinking, well, aren't you darker than her? You ain't black too? Is that what you're telling me? What are you now? You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's weird. But then he started getting like real angry and defensive because she was recording. This is why you never should have left the store. You call the cops while in the store, and then you call them, hey, this guy, blah, 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 whatever. And then you keep it moving. You know, hey, can you go and call the cops while I record this fool? Okay, yeah, 911, we need you, da 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 da. Now he wouldn't know what car you're in unless he was stalking before, which he probably was. But he wouldn't know what car that you're in. And we could possibly, he'll either flee, which hopefully he didn't, but he'll either flee or we could get you, you know, the cops, and then he could get arrested. But it's like, you weren't doing that. You know, I just thought that was, you know, but, you know, it's very upsetting that this is what's going on. But it was like, what's going on? I actually had 2 comments that came off of Instagram. Okay. And one said that she was giving a little rhythm. That's why the idiot didn't stop. And that's part of what I was saying was like, you know, it kind of seemed like she was, I don't want to say she was okay with it, but maybe in the beginning, a little harmless flirting, whatever, you know, while I'm getting my grapes or whatever, oranges. And he just didn't stop. You know what I mean? Another one said, I think she handled it well, stayed calm, didn't start yelling and cursing. That would have amped him up more. Didn't get in her car, called for help, and kept walking. Like I said, I gave some critiques on that. She never should have even got into her car. If I see that you're following me, you're stalking me, it's one thing if you just roll up out of nowhere and I just completely did not see you. But it's another thing if you were following her around in the store. You know what I mean? Someone said the guy is desperate. Someone said, this is why you carry your force multiplier, and the pepper sprays and all that other stuff. And someone even said, go to a public place store, the grocery store you just left, so you're not alone with just your phone, because at the end of the day, who's to say that this crazy fool didn't just go and take her phone, and then now I have your phone and now I got you, you know, and I could do whatever it is that I want to do with you, you know, and your phone ain't gonna protect you. So I don't know, I just felt like there was some things in this video that I'm like, so I don't know if the cops were actually called, if they even got this dude, or whatever the case may be. But y'all, this is why more and more and more you gotta carry something. I don't care, pepper spray, box knife, you know, box cutter, whatever. Or you gotta know how to run, even if you ain't got if you ain't got the clothes, the right outfit for it, okay. And you, I can't run. You better have a pepper spray or a box cutter or something on you, something. And he gave you plenty of time to pull out a force multiplier. Okay, he gave you plenty of time to pull out the spray. Okay, so that's what I felt like should have happened. But let me know what y'all think. Hey, I greatly appreciate if you could support me. Simply go to ebay.com. In the search bar, type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then support me. I have a wide variety of items on there, many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, such as candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes, so much stuff. I even have men's ties and comic books on there. Definitely support me, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.